Real image I've used since my last 2 records because they were both animations. So that's what I mean by that. They were like illustrated covers. So this is the first real life cover that I've had in quite some time. So I'm stoked on it.
Oh, it's definitely dope.
Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be eclectic. There's a lot of different, feeling songs and style songs on it. So I think that's why it's called Break the Frame, really, because it's like breaking out of a box. If someone wants to label you or put you in a box, you got to break free from labels and standards. So that's exactly what it's doing.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And you had me cracking up on one of your Snapchats the other day, man. One of you and your homies was in the studio and you were making her dance.
Yeah, no, that was AMAG. That's my producer. She actually, we were recording, so that was, we were just showing some clips of the songs and just being silly because people really haven't heard much of the album. I released a single for it. I released It's All Good, which is from the record. But besides that, they haven't heard anything. I'm just going to, show you guys some clips of the stuff we have coming out. So you can't really get too much from it because the Snapchats are like 10 seconds, but it's pretty funny because we were just going crazy in the studio.
That's what's up. Hey, who's got next question?
I got one before we get further into the interview. Whitney Peyton, can you do a radio drop for Underground Wicked Radio? I'll cut it out and put your songs in the rotation.
Okay. This is Whitney Peyton, and you're listening to Underground Wicked Radio.
Perfect, thank you. Go ahead, Static Jack.
All right. How nervous were you the first time you ever performed live for a big audience?
Dude, I'm nervous every single time. So, like, it doesn't even years ago or now, I'm just nervous. I mean, I kind of look at it as a good thing because it means that I really have a lot of passion and I care about how the performance goes. It's not like, oh, I'm just here to get my paycheck. I'm just here. I'm just going to go out and do my thing and then just get my paycheck, whatever, however it goes. It doesn't matter because I'm getting paid either way. Like, that's just really not how I feel about it. I'm really, I like to converse with the audience. I like the audience to have a lot of interaction. So if I don't feel like I'm feeding off of them, I just don't feel like I'm performing as well. So I just get nervous every time. I'm like, what are they going to think about me? How are they going to react to me? Are they going to be a good crowd, a crowd that just stands there? We'll see. So, and every show's different, but for the most part, we've gotten people into it every single time. Like, I win them over every time. But different crowds in different states and cities just bring different people out. So it's kind of like always a surprise.
So Whitney,
awesome.
Where did you grow up?
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up like 20, 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia. So I'm from like the area of Philly, from the suburbs. And I still live here, actually. I still live in Philly.
I do have to give a shout out from JJ Demon. He wants me to shout out and say hi to you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's an artist that's from the Philly area as well. And he's actually a really, really good rapper. I don't know if he's come out with anything recently, and I think he's not in this state anymore. No, I think he might be in Texas or something.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see if he has anything coming out. But we worked together, quite some time ago, and hopefully, again, sometime in the future, if he is recording any more, that would be really cool.
I'm pushing him to. I interviewed him here about a month. I get him on here and there for a show on the radio. So, yeah, I'm definitely trying to get him a kick in the butt, get him started again.
Yeah, and he's definitely a witty guy and pretty entertaining, so it would be cool to hear that interview. I'll probably have to go back and listen to it because he's a pretty funny guy.
He is. I could not stop laughing at the radio drops that he made. He just kept making them. I think he did like 9 different radio drops. Go ahead, caller.
That's awesome.
You want now?
Yep, go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Oh, hey.
I don't think the caller wants to talk.
I know who it is. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Whitney, this is Dark Jedi Hills.
What's up?
What's up? How you been doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, how stoked are you on the new Star Wars movie?
I'm so glad you called in and asked about that. I'm actually pretty stoked about it. I saw the trailers. It's hard when I was on tour to keep up with what was going on, but it looks like they're not fucking it up. So I'm really excited about it because, like some of the other Star Wars, I was like, it's not staying true to the old one. So this new one looks like it's going to be out of control. Like, the visuals look amazing. What do you think about it?
I think J.J. Abrams is going to knock it out of the park and then some. Because
really?
I think Disney and him and Star Wars is the perfect marriage. And I think it's just going to be awesome. Are you going to go see it on the first day? What are you going to do?
I think I'm going to have to go do that, man, like the midnight showings, if they're not sold out by now. Like, I'm seeing them all just sold out. They're getting sold out faster than, like, huge concerts, you know what I mean? So, as long as I can still get tickets, I'll be there.
Yeah, great. Hey, sometimes when I have some friends that are down a little bit, I kind of refer them to some of your videos, and they actually helped inspire them. Especially and stuff, So, I'm so proud to see, your progress and your career and everything, and I think it's just great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I think videos like Better or videos like I Gave My All, I think people can just relate to stuff like that. So it's always awesome to see that it's helped someone, because I'm like, man, like, I'm definitely not the person to try to mold your life after. I don't think I'm like an icon or someone to be held up as a role model in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, like, there's lots of people who can relate to the stuff. So if it helps them, it's like that's awesome. It was all worth it,
Exactly. Well, hey,
they're like, no one's perfect.
Hey, I've been working on I do like all my Star Wars dioramas now, and I'm starting to do like custom figures and stuff. So if I can figure out how I can do a custom figure of you, I'll try to do it. But I'm not sure if I can because of what I have in my collection or whatever. Because
okay. We'll get you whatever you need as far as pictures or whatever, high res.
Right.
And
okay,
stuff.
Cool. Yeah, because I'll do like an action figure of you or whatever.
That would be fucking awesome. I think I could quit my music career after that. It would just be like, okay, I have an action figure, so
Exactly. I made one.
I don't need anything else.
Yeah, I made one of myself. Yeah, Dark Jedi Hills. I'll
what?
To you. Yeah, I'll send it.
That is fucking dope.
Okay, well, I'll let you go. I'll let everybody else get in some time too.
Cool. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It was good talking to you again.
All right, peace.
All right, late.
Yeah. Gotta give a shout out to that guy right there. I appreciate the interview you did for me, homie.
That's what's up. He said he's gonna make an action figure.
That's so.
Go ahead with another question,
That's
Easy.
tight.
All right. Let's see. Let's get into the grid of it. So, let me see how to put this question. What kind of barriers do you face as a female in a male-dominated industry?
I think there's a lot of pros and cons to it, you know what I'm saying? Because I think if I'm on a show, it's memorable. Like, people remember it. They're going to remember that girl that was on the show. If I was on a show with, like, 30 different dudes, you're going to remember the chick, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you probably are expecting what you expect might not be what I am. You already have like a notion in your head, a preconceived notion as to what you think I'm going to sound like, or what you think I'm going to be like, or what you think I'm going to rap about. So sometimes I just have to turn people's opinions 100% around. So that's why it's difficult. When I step up onto the stage, I feel like not only am I not stepping up on stage with a clean slate, but people think negative things about me. So I have to get them to do a complete 180, whereas I feel like if a dude was stepping up on stage, you don't think about, you know, whether you like him or not until you hear him. With me, there's a lot of people I feel like that already just don't like the idea of it. You know what I mean? So I just gotta completely make them do a 180. So I think that's one of the cons of being a female in the industry. But hey, there's a lot of women in the industry now. It's not even a thing. It's not even like a card I can play. Like, I'm a girl, like, this is my gimmick. It's like, no, there's a million girls doing this. I'm not the only one by any means. There's a lot of really good ones doing it. There's a lot of female producers doing it, you know. So I think that thing, that's becoming less and less anymore because of the day and age. There's still problems, clearly, but, you know, by breaking barriers, I mean, I don't know. I think, will I be one of the first girls to come up without twerking? We'll see. I mean, there's females who have made it before without that kind of thing, but unfortunately, it's kind of few and far between. So I just want to start set a new precedent for what it means to be a female rapper in the industry, for sure.
Oh, definitely. And you're off to a good start, definitely.
Thank you.
And I think it's crazy how, like what you said, when people get those pre-notions about you. I'm definitely not the one to judge a book by its cover, but when I first seen you, like, I come across Whitney Peyton, I was like, she's more of a petite, smaller white girl. What's this going to sound like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I popped it in, I'm like, okay. She's definitely, you know, your heart definitely, you know, gives you that voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like to tell stories and do different things like that. I think people, they just think something about white girl rappers. Like, I've been in the crowd I've been at concerts where I'm one of the openers, and the crowd doesn't know me yet. They've never seen me. And some guy, like, just recently on this tour, I heard a guy talking, and he's like, yeah, there's some, like, white girl rapper evidently on this show. Like, I don't know anything about it, but I know there's some, like, white. Like, and I'm behind him. I'm standing right behind him. But he doesn't know me from anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just standing there amongst the crowd. And then all of a sudden, because at this particular venue, there wasn't a backstage area. It was literally just the stage and the room. There was no green room for us to hang out. So I'm literally amongst the crowd. And then for my, you know, when my show starts, time when he didn't say anything bad. He was just like, but the way he was saying it, it kind of sounded like, yeah, there's some sort of like white girl rapper, like, I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, so he didn't say like that's whack or it's bad or something like that, but like you could tell there is a stigma around it. There's something that it's like, oh, what the fuck is this gonna be, you know, like what? So it was just funny because I saw his whole face react like, oh my god, this is a chick that was standing right next to me. I wonder if she heard me talking about this. So, but he was so into it the whole time. So, I mean, like, hopefully any kind of negative vibe people have prior to seeing me is shattered when I take the stage. And whether it is or not, I really don't give a fuck because I'm still going to perform how I'm going to perform. But it's just very funny when I see the changes in people's faces. It goes from just watching me to see what I'm going to do to starting to get into it. Change, and it's cool. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to take people who never heard of you or saw you and then make them like you by the end of it and be really into it and not want it to be over.
That's definitely true. Definitely. Snickers, you got something?
No, I'm going to let Static Jack go ahead, and then I'll take a question.
Oh, geez, let's see. Which artist was your favorite to collab with?
I've never collaborated with Tech 9. I think that would be really cool. Because I meet him a lot, and I've seen him a lot, and we've done shows together, but it's just never been a thing. We haven't collaborated, so I definitely think that would be an awesome experience and something that the fans would really enjoy because I think we share a lot of mutual fans. As far as if you're talking about like super, super mainstream artists, I think Adele is one that would be freaking awesome because I've just never heard her collaborate with a rap artist. And she doesn't have to collaborate with anybody. You know, she just stands alone as one of the greatest. But I think it would be really interesting and an honor to get on a song with her because, first of all, people wouldn't expect it at all. And it would just be crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually kind of funny that you mentioned him. It was me and a friend of mine was talking about that the other day, and I was saying that I think probably one of the coolest lineups that would come towards hip hop would be if you, Snow the Product, Chris Calico, and Tech Nine were all on a track together.
That would be awesome. I agree.
I think we'll see that in the
I'm with
future.
you. Let's make it happen.
Definitely. I think we'll see
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I think it's a possibility.
All right, we're going to cut over to a song. I'm going to pull over Every Day with Whitney Peyton.
What's
Go
up,
ahead
my
and tell us
niggas?
about this song.
And Caskey. Oh,
Botello.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
the song Every Day features Caskey. I just think it's really cool because we also have a lot of mutual fans, and I've met him. I've only met him one time, and it was at the gathering of the Juggalos.
Nice.
So, and he was really cool. So, I mean, this track, I believe it was produced by you, AMAC, right? AMAC's in the room. You made Every Day. You made the beat to Every Day, right? My girl AMAC's in the room. She confirmed that she made the beat for Every Day. I can't remember what the fuck's going on. So my girl AMAC made the beat. My dude Caskey got on this track. This is from my Fear of Falling EP. Thanks, guys, so much for playing it.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting one more second for it to load. I got one more question before I play it. How was it playing at the gathering?
It was awesome. I played there twice now. The last time I played there, it was on the main stage, so it was definitely an experience. There were like 5,000 juggalos in front of the stage. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great time, and I was able to jump on top of the crowd a bunch of times. I was able to ride a gigantic T-Rex through the crowd, which kind of you know, who can't have a good time when someone's riding a T-Rex through the crowd and there's confetti and silly string, you know, so it just always is a party. It was awesome. I love doing festivals, really.
Have you ever heard of the artist Molly Gruesome?
Oh, yeah, I have, of course, because she's really involved in that scene, and being a girl, I could definitely get tagged in a lot of things with her.
I would love to see you two do a collab together.
That would be cool. I don't think she's ever tried to send me anything to get on, but I've seen her online. We've talked to each other before. So being an artist is always just about timing and, you know, getting things to each other when one of you's not on tour or one of you's not, you know, really busy.
All right. Easy 606. Go ahead and take another question. This song's...
Are we live?
No, yeah, we're live. The song's being stubborn. It's halfway loaded.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was wondering why you was asking questions and being not live.
No, we're live, homie.
Gotcha.
I mean, wait. I mean, we could call Muck Sticky, but I mean, I don't want to go through that.
Oh, God.
I'm trying. Look, I was just getting ready to set her up though, for real. Like, I got a dude that's kind of obsessed with Whitney Peyton a little bit. You might have heard of him. His name's Playboy the Beast.
Oh no, I've heard of him.
Oh, yeah? I think I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
He has this little thing going between you and Snow, who he's going to marry first.
Oh, Jesus.
It's hilarious. Like, he'll post this shit on Facebook, and it's like hilarious.
I know Playboy. My little brother and him talk a lot. Actually, this would have been like 2 years ago. Me, my little brother, and Playboy the Beast did a track together.
Wow,
Awesome.
that's funny.
Good dude,
Yeah, I'll have to
good
check
dude.
him out more. I mean, I've heard of him, but I don't think I would have to check out his music more to see if I've...
You would
it rings any
definitely
bells.
check him out.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast on that. He's got that chopper flow. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
He's a,
That's what's up.
He's a beast. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So when it comes to underground artists that are trying to work with Whitney, man, what kind of information can you give?
What, underground... say that again? Underground artists that are trying to work with me?
Yeah, basically, like what's the process?
Oh, for okay. I thought you were like trying to ask what other underground artists are currently trying to work with me, but you're talking about what the process is if someone's interested. Well, what we do is I'm starting to get. I actually have now staff kind of working with me. My team's expanding, so they would have to hit up either booking at WhitneyPeyton.com or WhitneyPeytonCollabs at hotmail.com and talk to someone regarding it, because too, what I mostly care about is that the person has an idea. They actually know my work. Because so many people try to hit me up and they go, hey, like, I love Whitney's music. I would love her on a track. And then they send me something that's like some crazy, raunchy sex stuff or overly violent, like shooting people up stuff. And I'm like, yo, have you heard my music? Because my music's like none of that. You know what I mean? So they act like they know me well, and then they'll send me some like gangster, like let's shoot people up and talk about it kind of stuff. And I'm like, I just am not gangster, like at all. And I'm not going to try to pretend. So it's just very funny because I'm like, I don't think they actually know my music. They just saw that I'm on Facebook and all this shit, and they're like just sending me some songs real quick that, you know, weren't even intended for me, you know. So that's the most frustrating thing. But as long as they have a basic idea and they send a song over already and the production's decent and stuff like that, I look into it. I will listen to everything. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we'll take everything, but we'll definitely consider it, and those factors play a lot into it. You know what I mean? We want to take people who are serious about it, because I'm clearly very serious about my career. So when people just send us some stuff that you can tell they're not at all taking themselves seriously, it's you know.
One more question before
the song.
Go ahead. One more question before I play the song. Finally loaded the dang thing.
Okay.
That's me slacking. Usually I have it pulled over and ready to go. Would you guys want to make a commercial and throw it on Underground Wicked Radio, like contact info, where to go to get a collab with you?
Yeah. All right, hold on. Make a commercial. Let's do it. Hey, this is Whitney Peyton, and if you want to... Yo, you want me to... Do you want me to record right now, or you want me to wait?
I didn't realize you were going to do it right now. No, go for it, definitely.
Hey, this is Whitney Peyton, and if you're trying to reach out to me, you can hit Whitney Peyton Collabs at hotmail.com or booking at whitneypeyton.com with any inquiries. Thank you so much. Peace.
I'll definitely cut that and get that in a rotation for you later. We are going to play, finally, Underground Wicked Radio, interviewing Whitney Peyton, Easy 606 on the line, Static Jack, and of course me, DJ Snickers. I got a question before Easy asks one more. AJ Jordan was wondering how come you guys didn't do a music video?
Did he just ask that now somewhere?
Yeah. He did.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean, yeah, he had asked me about that before. It was for a song that was very outdated. It was for a song that we had recorded years ago, prior to wanting to record the music video. And I just feel like every year, especially because as an artist, you feel like you should be getting better at your craft. I just feel like I improve and I improve and I improve, and I just wasn't even 100% about my verse anymore, because I was just like, I'm just better than I was before. And I think that's how every artist should feel. Every artist should feel like, I'm way better than I was a year ago, or I'm way better than I was 2 years ago. So I think, like, if someone told me to go make a music video for one of my old songs that I didn't have a video for, I'd be like, the time's come and gone, because I just feel like I'm so much better of a rapper at this point. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like, go make a music video for something from On the Brink or something from, you know, like one of my earlier EPs, I would have been like, man, like, what? I'm on my new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
You know, I definitely get that.
Yeah. So, and I think too, I was rolling through when I was not feeling well. He was trying to get me on tour, and I was like, my voice was shot. Like, I was, when you have that tour life going on, you just feel sick like the whole time. There's like no able to help you. So I was like, dude, I'm just not feeling good right now. So, yeah.
I can't blame you. Go ahead, Easy. Go ahead and ask her for shout-outs. Go ahead.
All right, I definitely feel what you're saying, because, like, I know if I go back and listen to stuff I did several years ago, I can't stand it. Like, I just can't listen to it. People's like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, yeah. Listen to the new stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we like the old stuff. No. Listen to the new stuff.
And it's funny because the fans still like it, so it's cool for them. But yeah, as artists, you're like, no. Like, you know what I mean? It's probably the same for any kind of artist. Like, if someone's a painter and they paint something, and then like years later they've just gotten better at painting, they probably look at their old ones and they're like, oh, I was horrible. You know? It's just like we're so critical on ourselves.
All right, so
definitely.
Last question I got for you then is if there's anything that you would want the people to know about Whitney Peyton that could sum up you, what would it be?
I am a crab person. No, I'm just kidding. I watch too much South Park. Crab people. If you've ever seen the South Park episode, you know what I'm talking about. If not,
yes,
you're just like a fucking weirdo, which is also true.
They just replayed that a couple nights ago.
Fucking awesome. But no, I want everyone to pick up my new record, Break the Frame, which comes out January 5th. If you didn't know about me as an artist, I've put out a lot of free music, so you can get it on WhitneyPeyton.com. Because I know you guys are stealing my fucking music anyway. I'm not stupid, so you guys can get my music for free. You don't even have to fucking steal it on WhitneyPeyton.com. That's what I want you to know. If you didn't know about it, now you know.
I'm not saying nothing. I do have a lot of your... I do have a lot of your songs in rotation, collabs, actually, with probably at least 6 artists.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I probably don't even remember any of them, but
did you buy those Snickers?
No comment.
Hey, remember, he has selective memory over those kind of things.
Right.
I do give a PSA. I do got to give a PSA. She made a very important point there. Like, if you support these artists, go out and buy the albums. Like, for real, it's not that expensive. You know, it's not like she's trying to rob you. You know what I mean? Just go out.
I give a lot of free records, too. I give a lot of free records.
Oh, same thing here. You know what I mean? I'm just posting a new one right now, actually, for free. So fuck it, you know? Next time something else drops, hopefully they'll support that one, you know?
Yeah, and I want people to buy the record, but even more, like, I'm glad that people just have it. I'm not saying it's cool, you know, that people just steal it, but I feel flattered that they care enough to even steal it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm thankful for that. But come out to a show, too. Like, going out to a show really shows support for artists. Whether you steal my music or not or whatever, at least go out and see me live because it's a completely different experience than the album. You know what I mean?
Or buy a T-shirt. Hell, support Team Underdog.
Yeah, for sure, man.
At least I stole
an
her
underdog. You guys are supposed to be supporting the underdog.
At least I stole her music to support her and get her more fans. I did it for a good reason.
Yes. It's a good cause.
All right. Go ahead and do some shout-outs, and then I got one more question for you. We'll let you get going home.
What up, this is Whitney Peyton. I just want to shout out Team Underdog, this movement that I represent. It's the alpha dog of the underdogs. Myself, I appreciate it. Make sure you check out Facebook.com/Whitney Peyton Music, WhitneyPeyton.com, Snapchat, Periscope, Twitter. Just Google me, damn it. Just Google me.
And one last question. Did you enjoy your interview on Underground Wicked Radio? And would you come back? Maybe we'll bring Muck Sticky next time.
Yeah, I mean, without him, it's just whack as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are great. I appreciate it.
She's like, damn it.
I appreciate the continued support. I appreciate the support. And if I get an action figure from it, I think this will become, you know, my favorite show ever. Because if that guy said he's going to make me an action figure, that's a first for me. So, it was worth it.
I'm going to harass him till he makes one now. He just should.
He's like obligated now. Yep. Because then I have to get to show it on my social media, and I'll say because of Underground Wicked Radio, I now have this action figure. So now, you know, you didn't even realize you're obligated at this point because I feel like I was made a promise now. So
he's tuning in too, so he knows.
He's I'm like, God damn it, why did I have to say that?
Well, he just showed me the one he made of himself. I'm pretty impressed. He did a hell of a job.
Really?
Yeah, it looks really sick.
Wow.
Looks just like him.
Oh, shit.
He definitely did what he did.
I'm sure he'll do one for you, definitely. All right, we're going to let Whitney get back to recording her new album.
Yes.
Go ahead and shout that out again, and then we'll hop off.
Break the Frame. Yeah, Break the Frame. It drops January 5th, but I do open pre-orders on December 8th, and there's going to be a lot of awesome perks with the pre-orders. So look out for that because I'm going to be announcing it as it gets closer to that, but you're going to want to jump on it because it's the holidays, and you can get my music for someone else for Christmas. Come on now. Whitney Peyton stocking stuffer. Jumping out of your stocking. Dope P?
Hey,
Everyone have a good night. Oh, go ahead, Static Jack.
Do what now?
Oh, I thought you were saying something when I was about to hop off.
No,
Everyone have a good night.
Sign me up.
Sign me up, he says.
All right, man.
Easy.
All right. Peace,
Easy.
guys.
Yeah, you have a good night. Thank you, Whitney.
You too.
We're going to hop off the air. I'll be back in an hour interviewing Anarchy Child. So stay tuned. 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. An hour and 15 minutes. Woo woo.
Twitch.